The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm excited that you're leaning in and joining us today because we're going to be talking about how you are a gift. Every day, you have an opportunity to share the gift of you with those that you interact with. And that is a rich gift indeed. So today, we're going to look at this, lean in from several different ways of looking at this subject about how you are a gift. And once we decide and accept that we are a gift, what do we do with that? How do we share ourselves, in a sense, with others in a way that serves and is positive and makes a difference in the world? So I hope you're leaning in with anticipation and excited about our conversation. And today I have a special guest. I know typically I have 2 guests per show, but today I really wanted to have the opportunity to explore this subject with one of our favorite guests, the amazing Cynthia Stott. So Cynthia, welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm so excited about the topic we're going to be talking about today, that you are a gift.
Me too. And listeners, the reason I wanted to do this show with Cynthia and I is we have such a common heartbeat in this message and really wanted to go deep with you and empower you to share the gift that you are with those around you. So let's take a deep breath together. I know we can be pulled so many different ways in a day, in a week, in a month. And it can feel sometimes like life is running us. So today I wanted to give us a moment to pause together for Cynthia and I to really feed into you and nourish you. And as we are leaning in together, I wanted to share a couple things with you. And one of them is something Cynthia reminded me of this morning, and I haven't shared about it in a while, is one of my grandmothers. And I actually have 4 grandmothers I've been blessed with, and 2 of them really taught me so much about the impact we can have on others. And I wanted to just give you a couple thoughts around that to lean into as a foundation for our conversation today. One of them is my grandma Bessie Quinn, and she lived up in Washington. And she was somebody that I had the opportunity to get to know as a woman, not just as a grandmother figure, but really as a woman. She came back into my life after a period of time where we've been disconnected. I'm not quite sure how she found me, but she did. And she left a message that I came home to and listened to on the machine, and it said, "Rebecca, this is your grandma Bessie Quinn. I don't know if you remember me, but I love you, and I think of you so often, and I wanted you to know that I would love to have a relationship with you. Here's my number. If you're not okay with that, or it feels awkward and you're not ready to call and build a relationship, I'm okay with that too, but I want you to know that I am praying for you. I am rooting for you in life. I want everything that life can bring you to come your way, and I'm cheering for you in life. I love you so much." And here's her number. She left her number again. And I called her, and we built this relationship And we became so close. She was someone I could actually feel, energetically when it was time to connect or touch. And we would celebrate those highs and lows in life and some of the wisdom that she imparted on me. When I would call her in this high of life, I met this amazing guy or this amazing accomplishment or whatever that was just incredible had come into my life. I would call her and celebrate that moment with her. And she'd always say, honey, that's wonderful. I celebrate with you. So exciting. But remember to pause and give your life, yourself, a chance to process it on a cellular level. Yeah, Grandma, and I would go on to the next thing. I didn't always hear what she was saying as deeply as I could in those highs. But I would also call her in the lows when I had lost my sister-in-law in a horrible accident, or there was some other, the guy who I thought was incredible ended up not being the one, or whatever it was that came in my life that was one of those lows. I would also call her and share that with her, and she would give me the similar wisdom about really remembering to pause and be extra kind to myself, treat myself like I'm my best friend. Because we can otherwise, I'm going to push through this, I'm just going to keep going forward and be judgmental and harsh with ourselves versus being kind. So she always reinforced and reminded me to be extra kind to myself like my own best friend, and to allow myself time to process on a cellular level. Those are some of the great gifts that she gave me. And every time when we go to hang up the phone, she would tell me, Rebecca, my health is very fragile. I can go at any time, which was true. And at one time she did and passed. But you never knew when that call was going to be the last call. So she would always say, I can go at any time. I said, yes, Grandma, I know. But I want you to know I have loved fully and been fully loved. I am at peace. And I want you to make me a promise. Yes, Grandma. Will you promise me to take care of my granddaughter? And that was me. She ended every call that way. And even the last call that we had an opportunity to have together. And she is someone that I have reflected back on the wisdom and how she touched my life really powerfully by sharing her life with me. She wasn't on Facebook. She didn't have a huge following on social media in some way. She wasn't on the internet really much at all, if at all. She was more by phone. And yet she had this profound impact on me. And I have talked about her again and again, and the wisdom that she shared with me. And what she showed me was impact we can have on a person's life and how that can ripple out and make a huge difference. Because in the work that I am honored and privileged to do, there are so many times I've sat across the table and shared those words when someone's in the depths of loss, reminding them what my grandmother would say, to be extra kind to themselves, to treat themselves like their own best friend. And I've had the opportunity on stages to share the same message just like I am today, to be extra kind to yourself. And I want to share this for two reasons. One, because we need that reminder sometimes in the highs in life and lows in life. But her message that she richly shared with me and her life and her love with me, I get to echo out into the world. It makes a difference each life that we touch in a real way and share our gifts. And that's also a message she has taught me, because now her message has gone out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people's lives, impacting them and touching their lives. And the other grandmother we were talking about earlier today, Cynthia, was my grandma Gracio. And she really taught me the gift of leaning in and really bringing all of us forward and asking the question, what are they going to do if I fully show up who I am? And we don't have time for me to go into the full story today about her, but she taught me the question to really ask, what are they going to do if I really show up? And she empowered us in our family to step forward and share the gift of who we are with others, powerfully and richly. And that's what I want to encourage you today. It makes a huge difference. Whatever your reach, heart by heart, life by life is where we make a big difference and bring the gift of ourselves. So I want to take just a couple minutes to go in and listen and reflect for a moment. So those of you who are driving, please stay safe, hands on the wheels. Those of you who are able to, let's put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. And let's see, what is it that you need today to encourage you and support you on your journey to share the gift of you? What is it that you need? What is it that will support you in sharing the gift that you are with another on your journey? Let's breathe that in again. Heart, mind, body, and soul and spirit. And listen to the answer. When you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes and capture that information. What is it that you need today that you can actively be on the lookout for in our conversation today and as you go back out into the world that will serve and support you? Beautiful. So breathe that in one more time. Wonderful. And Cynthia, we have just a moment before we're going to our first break here. So did you have something placed upon your heart to share?
Yes, thank you so much for your sharing. Beautiful story about your grandma. And then tapping into our heart, I'd like to just briefly share what I got.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, keep on keeping on.
Yep. Love it.
It's not a one-and-done thing. I'm going to share my gift. Boom, I've done it. And everybody's going to, join my programs or join whatever it is that you want to share with the world. Everyone's going to be on board. We're done. It's an overnight success, and then we just go on and do something else. That's not how it works. It's about spinning. I'm a child of the 70s, and so I love those little metal merry-go-rounds in the playground, and you would spin it, but the first time you gave a push, your friends didn't go very far. You had to grab on and run around, and then you had to push and push and push. But by the 10th or the 15th or the 20th push, you could barely tap, and they would be spinning so fast they would get dizzy.
I love it.
How I see sharing our gifts.
Beautiful. And we're getting ready to go to our first commercial break. So listeners, I want you to lean into keep on going. I love it, and keep that momentum going. And I love the share that you shared with us, Cynthia. And when we come back, I will share what is on my heart as well. But I want you to take this moment to listen to your heart during the break, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Your favorite Voice America Talk Radio Network shows and hosts are in your car, outdoors, and wherever you need them to be. Listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim Chi Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for people like you. With just one 7-minute audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities. This is a dynamic way to share your message, reach more people, and expand your impact. Apply now at yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent. Finalists get to audition live in front of community leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Don't wait. Find out more. Visit yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you had a great break there. You had an opportunity to really listen to your heart. What is it that you need to serve and support you? Because I find so often we're good at recognizing what others need and leaning in and helping them that we sometimes forget to pause and make sure that our needs are being met so that we can keep going out and richly share the gift of who we are. What was laid upon my heart as we're tapping in and listening is that you can start today. Start now. One of the reasons it was on my heart to share about the first grandmother, Grandma Bessie Quinn, was that we'd had that period of disconnection, but she had it on her heart that she led and leaned in and wanted to build a relationship starting now. And she led that with me and reached out her hand, which I warmly accepted. So I just had that on my heart that we get to start now. We get to take those steps and lean in regardless of what's gone on before and declare that I'm going to share the gift of who I am with another in an authentic, real way. And it makes a profound difference. I've been so richly blessed by her in my life and so many others because of the legacy that she has given me and others. And I'm just one person that she touched and got to echo out into the world. That was what was laid upon my heart. So let's breathe in all of our respective messages that we received as we're leaning in, and we lift you up to all that will serve and support you as you are moving forward and sharing the gift of who you are with all of those around us. Now, we do have a caller on the line, so I'm going to open up the lines in a little bit for questions. Those of you who do want to lean in and call and talk with Cynthia and I, we would love it. The number is 866-613-1612. But before we do that, I wanted to make sure I explained who Cynthia is. So those of you who don't know her, know a little bit more about her. So Cynthia Stott is a good friend of mine and dynamic, heartfelt, powerful woman that is a business medium. She's the creator of the Speaker Summit, where she has a monthly call or recording that you can participate in and really enhance your skills as a speaker and learn and make some great connections and great information. So that's the Speaker Summit. She's a best-selling author, and she passionately believes, without pause, that your people are waiting for you. And that's the core of why she does what she does. Please help me warmly welcome the amazing Cynthia Stott. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you for that really beautiful introduction.
My pleasure. I'm honored to have you here. And before we get into our caller questions here, I wanted to just ask why. Why is this work so important to you in the speaking and the business medium and this belief that your people are waiting for you? Why is that so important to you?
Well, it's a lot like your grandma, how she made an impact on you, and then now you're sharing it, and then that's impacting others. Thousands and maybe even millions of people will be impacted by your grandma just by sharing her heart with you. And same thing with my people. When I say your people are waiting for you, when I speak to my people either virtually or in a room, it's a very crowded room because I don't just see them. I see all the people that are waiting for them, that are, in fact, praying for them, for someone like them with their unique gifts and talents and purpose. And I know that my people are the answer to their prayers. And that's why I do what I do.
Thank you. So powerful. And listeners, I hope you hear her heart and her heartbeat in this. And mine is echoing this message that you, just as you are now, are a gift. And your people are waiting for you. Not waiting for you 5 years from now or when you get perfect and let me know when that happens. I don't know anyone that's perfect, but I believe we're actually perfect in our imperfections, and sharing our humanness and our journey and authenticity and realness is a huge gift and enriches and encourages those around us. So I believe you are perfectly made for such a time as this, for such a moment as this, and are absolutely needed. And Cynthia, I celebrate that you are leaning in and bringing your calling and gifts to the world in this heartbeat that you echo out to the world.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Absolutely.
Can I share a little something more about that?
You may. I do know we have a caller on the line, but I don't want to miss what has been placed on your heart. So yes, please.
So it's just about the now. Like you got the message about now. The best time is now. And then you were saying not to wait 5 years from now or when you're perfect. That actually your people are waiting for you. You have people waiting for you now, that you can serve now, that actually in 5 years there'll be a different set of people that are waiting for you at that moment. But your people are waiting for you now.
Today. And a challenge I want to lift up and out to all of you is, what can you do today to share who you are with another? What are you willing to lean in? Is it a call? Is it sharing a smile in a grocery store with someone that looks stressed out? Is it being extra kind, maybe letting them go in front of you? What are you going to do today that will touch another's life in a positive way, sharing the gift of you? I want to encourage you to lean into taking action today.
Yes.
That stretches you just a little bit and shares the richness of you with another. Let's breathe that in. And Cynthia, I'm going to go ahead and shift over to our caller. I know we have one caller on the line that I would love to open up the line for. So I believe we have Empress Iris from California. Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, welcome. How are you doing today?
I love the meditation, and I was listening to what both of you were saying that came up for you, and I wanted to ask, what happens when you feel the inspiration and you want to keep on moving, keep on keeping on, and you're at the part, I think of it as a funnel, and you're at the part of the funnel where it's kind of narrow and it might be a little bit dark and a little bit scary, and things aren't so clear because it's still a little bit in shadows. What do you do to keep on moving on?
Beautiful. And I'll go ahead and take this one, Cynthia, if that's okay, and then have you add what's placed on your heart as well.
Great.
So what I would say to that is, when it starts to feel like that and it starts to feel a little scary, to remind yourself that's actually good, because it means you're going somewhere you haven't gone before, which means you get to go and share and expand to places you haven't shared and expanded before. So feeling a little bit of that fear and discomfort is a sign, it's just an indicator you're going to some new territory, which is beautiful. And to support yourself in that, remember to pause, to take a breath, recenter, remember your why you're going forward and going into this new territory, and get a buddy to kind of celebrate with you that this is where I'm going, and to encourage you on your journey. It's when we're stepping into those new places and that part of that funnel that you're mentioning that's a little different, that's stretching, that we really need cheerleaders to support us along the way. So pausing, treating yourself like your own best friend, bringing in a cheerleader, and remembering your why, I believe will encourage you and give you the ability to move through and forward.
Oh, Rebecca, when you were saying that I was receiving it, I even noticed my shoulders were more relaxed. I just felt my breaths were more relaxed too. Thank you for those good suggestions.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And Cynthia, I didn't know if you had something in addition that you would like to share.
Yeah, great question, Iris. I really love your imagery of the funnel and going through the little part in the funnel. And what I thought of was the birth canal. And that every time we're going into that little funnel space, it's like we're being rebirthed into a new us. And I just find that so exciting. And it's difficult. I mean, you get squished in the birthing. You know, the birthing process can be traumatic. But that's important. That squishing of us actually prepares our nervous system and all of us to be ready for the next thing that we're being birthed into. And I love what Rebecca said about the pause. And I really want to share that our ordinary self may not know what's next, may not know what's past that birthing canal, but our higher self, our soul, the part of us that is everlasting, really knows. And if we can pause and tap into that part of ourselves, that knowing part that's unstoppable, and see with those eyes, then that can give us much more comfort. Even if we don't know exactly where we're going, we can feel as if we're being carried in the arms of our higher self.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cynthia.
It's really, really helpful to hold on to that at those moments that seem a little shaky and not so clear. Thank you, Cynthia.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Iris. Beautiful question.
Iris, I want to thank you so much for leaning in and reaching out to us and joining us on the show today. So one more time, this is Empress Iris from California. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, it's always a delight, and I always get so much out of it. Thank you, Rebecca, for creating this beautiful experience for us to have.
Thank you. I'm honored and very happy to have you join us today. So I want to thank you. And we are getting ready to actually go to our next commercial break. The time goes so quickly. So here's an opportunity for you to lean in, really process the information that we shared with you. And I also want to invite you to lean into listening to some of those commercials, because these are sponsors and organizations and individuals that believe in you. They believe in empowering women, transforming lives, and bringing this work to the world. And we keep expanding and syndicating, and a lot of that is due to them standing up with us to say yes to bringing our message forward. So I invite you to get to know them as well, and we will look forward to our next exciting segment in just a moment.
Your favorite Voice America Talk Radio Network shows and hosts are in your car, outdoors, and wherever you need them to be. Listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for people like you. With just one 7-minute audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities. This is a dynamic way to share your message, reach more people, and expand your impact. Apply now at yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent. Finalists get to audition live in front of community leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Don't wait. Find out more. Visit yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the Walk Star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the Theater Queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Tune in for Suzanne Ross and Lighten Up TV, evolutionary wellness for the body, mind, and spirit. Each episode features Suzanne and her amazing guests, including inspirational authors, speakers, wellness experts, and spiritual guides. This series is focused on achieving total well-being so that you can live well and love life. Visit lightenuptv.net to find out more. Lighten Up TV is presented by the Awakening Center, a nonprofit for those seeking a higher way of living and being. Don't miss out on living your best life now. Go to lightenuptv.net today.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you had an opportunity to lean into the information that was shared on multiple levels there. And I was just reflecting behind the scenes with Cynthia that it takes a great deal of courage to stand up, to call in and ask a question. And I just really celebrate again that the Empress Iris did that. And here's the power of doing that. When you feel that question birthing within you and you lean in and ask, it's actually a question a lot of people have on their hearts and minds. And you're getting to be a leader and lean in and ask that question and receive the answer. And those answers serve so many people. So again, it's another way that we can connect with others in our lives and be the one that's willing to lean in and ask that question. So I just had that on my heart to again celebrate that and hope that the question and the answers served many, many, many of you. And the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about today is our passion and our gifts. And that's something that I know Cynthia and I are very much in alignment about. That part of bringing your gifts forward is kind of discovering your passions. Like those go hand in hand. Our gifting enables us to step into our passions and bring those forward in a powerful way. And I wanted to have Cynthia just share a little bit about the connection that she sees about it being important. Why is it important to tap into our passions? And then how can we make money in doing that if that's what our heart's desire is to do? How do we go about that? So Cynthia, would you enlighten us?
I love this question. This is one of my favorite questions because I'm so passionate about passion. So the first part is that I believe anything you're passionate about, even if it's building sandcastles or traveling, that comes from your heart and soul. It's an indicator that comes from your heart and soul. And when anything comes from your heart and soul, it's connected to your purpose work. Your purpose and your passion go hand in hand. And I believe you can make money at anything that you're passionate about, anything that serves your purpose. And some people have actually asked me, well, I'm passionate about something, but I want to make money, so I want to do something else so I can make money so I can do this thing that I'm passionate about. Will you help me with that? And I say, oh, no, I do not help you climb the wrong mountain. I will help you make money at what you're actually passionate about, no matter what it is.
Yes. And I'm just pausing because I want everyone to hear that not climbing the wrong mountain, but really finding the right mountain to climb that's in alignment with your passions and your purpose, and then getting support to do that you can climb that mountain. You don't have to go sidestepping along to try to get to your mountain. You can actually climb and go on the journey that is in alignment with your passion and your purpose and bring that to the world in a really powerful way. And that can be heart by heart, life by life. It can be in media. It can be in a lot of different ways. But being willing and saying yes and knowing that you can do that. For a long time, I didn't know you could do that. And so I want to spread the word you can.
Yes.
Right? And it's not a solo journey. You can get support along the way. How wonderful. Thank you very much, Cynthia. And I know that you've also prepared an amazing gift for our listeners that's really in alignment with these things to serve and support them on climbing the path they're called to climb that's in alignment with their gifts and their passion and their purpose. Would you mind sharing a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, you talked earlier about my favorite saying, which is, your people are waiting for you. Mm-hmm. And this book is called 7 Indicators That Your People Are Waiting for You. And so it's a diagnosis kit to help you to see that you actually have people waiting for you, even especially if you're being woken up at night with something laid upon your heart, that this is really what you want to share. Or especially if, how are people going to listen to me? I've had so many wounds and challenges in my life, and that those actually prepare you for your people who are waiting for you.
Beautiful. And so, listeners, when we get to our closing segment, so I want to make sure you stay on. We have great information for you. I will let you know how to access this powerful gift that Cynthia is making available to you to really diagnose and know, am I being called, and get that confirmation that yes, in fact, you are, and in this way. And that sometimes is what we need, that encouragement, that clarity to lean in. So really, really generous offer, really powerful gift that you're giving to us and making available. Thank you very much, Cynthia.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And I know behind the scenes you've said this a couple of times. I want to talk about this.
One of my favorite things.
and I want to talk about the speaker talent search. I want to talk about these different things. And so I just wanted to open up the floor. We have some time here that we can really talk about the speaker talent search. I know that you've been a part of in many different ways, and the speaker summit. So what I'd love to say about the speaker summit that Cynthia is the creator of is this beautiful monthly series, and sometimes even more. I know you have different calls in the series that you will bring forward at different times, kind of special interviews with people. But it's really exactly special editions. There we go. It's really a powerful series that you do that people can lean into and get support and meet experts and really take things to the next level if they are called to speak, or they're thinking, maybe I am called to speak. Where do I start? How do I tap into my message? Where do I go with things? What are the next steps? And how do I get encouragement as I'm stretching and expanding? And that's a lot of what I see you bringing forward with your speaker summit. Do you mind sharing just a little bit more?
Yes, awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. Mm-hmm. And my idea was to support my speakers, people who want to speak or are speakers, with experts that are experts in their area, but they will come on the summit and speak to you as a speaker. Mm-hmm. So they're image consultants, photographers, writing coaches, health coaches, exercise people, but they're speaking to you as a speaker, not just in general, they're just sharing about what they do, but I really kind of put them through a little bit of that birthing canal and have them focus on what do you have to offer to my precious speakers.
Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful, loving series and very interactive. I know that you get a lot of people calling in and asking those questions that they've been wondering and getting real support, real-time support, and practical steps that they can take. So really, really powerful. And I encourage those of you who do have that speaker call, maybe that's what you're waking up in the middle of the night thinking about, this message, that you really check it out. And I know it's a speakersummit.com that they can learn about that, and you'll find the information in Cynthia's bio that you can click on and lean into all that she's doing. But I think it's such a valuable service that you provide for so many speakers, and I call them sacred messengers that they can lean into. So I want to thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I know that there was another thing you wanted to talk about as well. And we have just a couple of minutes here. So it's the Speaker Talent Search, and what that is, you may have seen or listened to my commercial about that or see the banners, but it's an opportunity where we match messengers, people that are called to speak, with opportunities. So they get to showcase their message before people that are looking for speakers on radio and television and live stages. And so we're really excited about that opportunity. We're starting to spread to other states and around the world. You'll start to see more and more about this. And Cynthia has been part of it off and on in different ways since the beginning of this. And so, Cynthia, I wanted to give you an opportunity to share. Again, we just have about a minute before we go to our next break here, but I wanted to give you a chance to talk about it because I know it's been on your heart.
Yes, and I've participated as a participant auditioning in it, and I've also been a community leader, and I think it's one of the best ways that people can actually take their next steps. And in one 7-minute speech with an offer, which is usually a challenge, they can audition for, I think it's about 1,000 speaking opportunities right now. And it's just unheard of. It's revolutionary, evolutionary, and I just love it. And I love supporting people to prepare for that. I have a program that helps you put your speaker sheet together and answer all those wonderful questions, and also prepare your 7-minute speech with an offer.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cynthia. And I love people to know about that, because one of the things I find when people are leaning in and going, yes, I want to get on stages, I want to share my message, and sometimes they aren't quite sure how to get all those things together or intimidated by it. And I love, Cynthia, that you make it step by step very approachable where they can get support on the journey. Thank you again for supporting our speakers in such a powerful way. And I want all of you to know, whether you knew it or not before now, you are all speakers. We speak every phone conversation, every time that we are in a line talking to somebody, sharing with somebody, we are speaking. So I encourage you to have conversations and interactions with purpose that are in alignment with who you are and what you're wanting to echo out into the world. And with that, I want you to lean in, reflect on that, and we'll look forward to talking to you for our next exciting segment in just a moment.
Your favorite Voice America Talk Radio Network shows and hosts are in your car, outdoors, and wherever you need them to be. Listen anywhere. Get our mobile app for iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android at the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for people like you. With just one 7-minute audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities. This is a dynamic way to share your message, reach more people, and expand your impact. Apply now at yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent. Finalists get to audition live in front of community leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Don't wait. Find out more. Visit yourpurposedrivenpractice.net/speaker-talent.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the Walk Star.
And I'm Cami Ferry, the Theater Queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Griter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. Excited to have this special closing segment with you. The time has gone so quickly today. I want to thank you for joining us and being part of our show. All of the listeners out there, I hope that this is serving you at a really high level, and this show is for you to really serve and empower and encourage you on your journey and lift you up to the next level, to the next place that you are looking to go, grow, and be. And with that, I wanted to open up the floor, Cynthia, to see if you had any other tip, idea, suggestion, download, information laid upon your heart that you wanted to share with us today.
Tapping in here, and what's coming up is fear. Fear can, it can, it's like the boogeyman hiding under the bed. He reaches out and grabs your ankles and can trip you up really easily, especially if you are coming through that birth canal or that funnel part that Iris was talking about. And one way to manage this fear is if you walk into a dark room, you can't get rid of the darkness, and to me, fear is like a darkness, but you can easily flip on the light switch. And at the same time, you get flooded with light, and the darkness disappears.
Beautiful.
And that fear is the same way to tap into your heart and soul and connect with that part of you that is richer, deeper, that knows much more than our ordinary self knows. To tap into that part, that's how we turn on the light switch.
Thank you. And with what you're sharing, what was laid upon my heart, Cynthia, is that we have a choice in that. We can choose to turn on the light switch and bring light into a situation that is fearful and dark, kind of lean in, or we can stay hiding in the corner in the dark. And I encourage us to lean in, reach for that light switch and turn it on and really become empowered. That's a place where you can become empowered in the fear versus hiding. Really powerful. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And what's been laid on my heart to share as we're reflecting back on our time together today is to remind you that you matter, that you're a gift. There's no one else just like you. And you're absolutely needed just as you are now, not someday, not 3 years from now when everything gets shiny and it loses its texture because you're trying to make it so shiny, but really sharing who you are now is absolutely needed. It's not an accident that you're on the show today listening and leaning in. And I want to encourage you to answer that pull of your heart and to lean in and take a step today to say yes to something that maybe scares you a little bit, that stretches you a little bit, to bring more of you into the life of others. It's a huge gift. It makes a powerful difference in your life and those lives around you. And I want to make sure I'm honoring what I said I would do, is that I promised I would share with you how to access Cynthia's gift, where you can really lean in and see, am I being called? Because we want to know that first before we're trying to say yes or no. Am I being called? So I encourage you to lean into her powerful gift to really see and get the answer to that question. And then I invite you to say yes and lean in. So you simply go to radiogifts, and it's plural because there's more than one, .net. That's radiogifts.net. You'll also see the link on the landing page of this show. And click on that, put in your name and email address so we can stay in touch. And then scroll down to today's date, which is Tuesday, January 19th, and you will see Cynthia's beautiful picture and the gift that you can click on and say yes to. And I invite you to do that. It is our gift to support and serve you on your journey. And then what I also like to do in this segment is let you know about things that are coming up. I want you to be in the loop on things and really know, because you're part of our community and our people. So there are two things I wanted to make you aware of. One, we have stepped into television. So we're very excited. We have a number of shows launching every week from different messengers, different transformational experts that are really called to bring their show to life and bring transformation to the world. And so you simply go to empoweredconnectionstv.com. Again, that's Empowered Connections, plural, because there's more than one connection, inside, outside, and with each other, tv.com. And you will see our amazing shows to support you on your journey. And then the second announcement I wanted to share and celebrate with all of you is I've had the opportunity to step into an additional way to interact and be part of Voice America. I've stepped into a network director position on the Women's Channel. And so I'm really in a position to bring programming to you that will serve and support you. Those of you who've been playing with the idea of stepping into TV or radio, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation to see, one, what you want to bring to the world, and those of you who are listeners, what do you want to hear? I'd love to keep bringing value to you and bring it on a global level. So wanted you to know that, want to celebrate that opportunity with you, and I look forward to touching the world with all of you, because each of you are part of that journey, and empower us to bring what you need and want and what you're praying for forward. So thank you for giving me a moment to celebrate with you, to share those things with you. And then let's circle back around to you. We opened this show talking about how you are a gift. We took a time to really step into and listen to what it is that you need to empower you, to encourage you to step into the gift that you are and be willing to share it with others. And here's a gem that's on my heart to share around this. Two gems, actually. One is now, that if you have that pull in your heart, it is for now. It's not someday when you get to this point or whatever that is. It's now. There's an urgency to bring more of you forward. And secondly, we need to be willing to be seen on the same level that we are willing to serve. Many of us have this huge heart to serve, make a difference. We're really good at reaching out as we see needs. and helping one another. But we're kind of waiting for people to somehow read magically how we can help them. We're a little bit shy about standing on center stage in our lives and sharing, this is what I care about. Like Cynthia shared so beautifully, her heart and passion to lift up speakers and individuals to step into their passion and purpose. We lean into knowing what it is you're called to do, but we don't know if you never tell us. And we miss out. Now, I want to encourage you as you're looking at what you're going to take forward from this show today, as what you're leaning in, the actions you're going to take, not just information, but tangible actions you're going to take today to lean into what it is that you need to serve and support you, but also what are you willing to bring forward? And to remind you that letting people know who you are, how you can help, what you care about, helps them see you so that you can connect with them, so you can serve them. And it takes, like my grandmother, leaned out to, reached forward, had it on her heart that she wanted this relationship with me. She didn't wait for me to somehow magically figure that out and hopefully find her number somehow and find her. She reached out to me. Directly, authentically, lovingly. She led the charge with what was on her heart, and she was seen and heard. And as a result, I could respond and we could have a relationship. So I want to encourage you to do the same, to be willing to lead the charge and be seen and let people know who you